Let's go across to my colleague Shavan Sen joining us over the phone line. Shavan, please take us to the latest update of ED now questioning Samuel Miranda in the case.
Well, in fact, this is the latest. Remember, Samuel Miranda, who's been named as an accused in the Bihar Police's FIR that has been registered. Now, Samuel Miranda, who was an assistant to Sushant Singh Rajput and one of the House staff members, he is now being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. What we are looking at right now is that the Enforcement Directorate is basically trying to find out the staff members who essentially controlled Sushant Singh's accounts, because there were a lot of these accounts that were basically being monitored by the staffers who were brought in by Riya Chakravarti. These are people who are now being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate.
In fact, Shavan, another question to you. How important and crucial will be this questioning of Samuel Miranda, as we do know that the family has been demanding a probe as well as interrogation of Samuel Miranda in the case? How crucial will it be now, and what are the angles that the ED are seeking in this case?
Well, as far as Samuel Miranda is concerned, important to point out here is that they are trying to basically find out how exactly the accounts were being handled and who exactly were giving the directions. That is something that the Enforcement Director is trying to find out at this point in time. Apart from that, what is important to point out here is that these are same staffers who were suddenly changed by Riya Chakravarti. And remember, Riya Chakravarti, what the Enforcement Directorate is looking at are the companies that have been linked to her and where she's been directed along with her brother, companies that have been floated by Sushant Singh Rajput. Important to point out here is that they are looking into the money laundering angle, especially given the fact that there have been certain suspicious transactions that have taken place so far, especially talking about a 15 crore transaction that actually took place. What is still not known, the transaction that actually took place, was it whether from the personal bank account of Sushant Singh Rajput or the company accounts.
In fact, Shavan, apart from the ED now questioning Samuel Miranda, are we also expecting the Bihar police to in fact further interrogate? We are still awaiting, in fact, an official confirmation as well as a Supreme Court verdict on the same. But are we expecting a police probe as well now on the criminal angle to Samuel Miranda, and if he will be interrogated about his presence on the day of Sushant's death?
Well, as far as the investigation is being carried out, remember, the Bihar police is essentially looking at the abetment to suicide case. With regards to Mumbai police, remember, they have not gone into the case at all without not even registering an FIR. The Enforcement Directorate, on the other hand, given the fact that there is already a predicate offence that was established by the Bihar police, and that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate has carried forward their entire investigation. And they are looking at other characters who are involved in the financial angle, the financial transactions that have taken place.
In fact, Shavan, we saw what happened in Supreme Court today as well. It was certainly a massive development taking place as far as the case and the probe is concerned. Now, the Mumbai police have been asked to submit a report as well in the next 3 days in the court as to how far their investigation has proceeded. We do know that the centre is also now backing the CBI, in fact, probe in the entire matter. What are we expecting at this point from the Mumbai police when it comes to the entire case?
As far as Mumbai police is concerned, Richard, remember, they have not filed an FIR in this case. In both the cases, they have very conveniently ended the investigation by saying that this is a case of suicide. And no investigation has been taken forward with regards to multiple inconsistencies that have been highlighted by Republic Media Network. And more importantly, given the fact that despite the kind of allegations that have been leveled by the family members, Mumbai police has not registered an FIR and carried out this entire investigation.